Stay Ukrainian, my friends. Stay
Sponsored by Ukrainian Credit Union. Believe it or not, it's me, Ron Cahoot, with
Stay Ukrainian, my friends.
Stay Ukrainian, my friends.
Well, I'm standing here in the foyer downstairs of St. Demetrius Ukrainian Orthodox Church on Lake Shore. I guess a very official position. With me is Father Walter Makarenko, who is the parish priest here, and Victor Kovalenko, who's not the parish priest here.
That's correct.
But then again, you're not the choir director.
And that is correct.
See? Okay, that's it. That's interview's over.
Okay.
100 years of Orthodoxy. It's a true story, isn't it, that the Orthodox Church was started by disgruntled Catholics?
That's what I hear. Yeah, our history is a little on the unique side. So if anybody's interested, check the history books.
Check the history, which is what I did.
Check the history books.
What's planned? I know that there's a big get-together celebration and a slujba and everything on the 2nd, right, of June?
Let me take it a step back. There is a celebratory sobor, August from the 8th to the 12th in Saskatoon, because that is where our church officially started, in Saskatoon. So the celebratory sobor is going to be in Saskatoon. Also, it's going to be celebrated on eparchy levels. And the celebration here in the Eastern Eparchy is over 2 days, the 2nd and the 3rd of June. 2nd is going to be more of a youth rally, more of a youth workshop. It's going to be held at the Monte Carlo Inn in some of their larger conference rooms. And they have a program scheduled out. But the 3rd, the main celebration, is going to be Sunday the 3rd, 9 o'clock in the morning in the chapel, the All-Ukrainian Saints Chapel in Oakville, Divine Liturgy with Metropolitan Yuri, Bishop Andriy, then 12 o'clock banquet, and then concert. Ron DeMeda, Victor are involved in that. I hear there's going to be 17 or 18 items on the list, but it's basically youth-oriented. We have a lot of kids. There's going to be dancers, banduriste, poems, singers. So it's going to be a whole spectrums.
Yeah, never mind.
We were going to call, but we weren't going to get any volunteers. And and then it finishes off. We start with a prayer and we finish with a prayer around 5, 6 o'clock. They're going to have a molebin, podячny molebin, a Thanksgiving molebin. The whole thing is to thank the Lord for all of his support, everything that we have here in Canada, because sometimes our parents, like in my case, our parents were immigrants. They came from Ukraine through the Second World War, through the displaced persons camps, came here looking for a better life and found it. We that were born here are so used to this, we forget what they went through. Mm-hmm. And when they were growing up, when they came here, the church, I'm not going to say was an important part of their life, the church was their life.
Yeah.
Everything revolved around the church. It was the church. Even as kids, nothing to do, we used to go and play sports in the basement of the church and get together. And so that's what it was all about. And yes, 100 years later, here we are, celebrating the Ukrainian Orthodox Church of Canada, right across Canada. It's a celebration to God first, to pray that he still keeps us functioning, keeps us going, keeps us Ukrainian. But I know things are changing, east, west, north, south. And we will continue doing what we can as best we can. And just an invitation to all. It's going to be a fun weekend. It's going to be a fun Sunday. There are going to be bounce castles for the kids. There's a youth program. They're going to be looking after the kids and having all kinds of activities with them. So for the whole family, come on out. I believe tickets are still available. There are going to be, I think, 440 tables at 10 per table, so 400 tickets. I hear quite a few are, if not most of them, are sold, but there's still some available. So again, mark June 3rd, 9 o'clock in the morning on your calendar at Kyiv. And we'll see you there. Zbohom.
And you, my friend, I hear you're conducting a group choir.
Yes, I am.
How many choirs?
Well, we have Toronto choirs that are involved. We also have a group coming in from Montreal, from both churches, St. Sophie's and the other church. Pokrova, thank you. There's a group of people coming in from Ottawa. I have people coming in from Sarnia, London, west of Toronto. And then in the Golden Horseshoe, we have people coming in from Grimsby, St. Catharines, Hamilton. And we've been having rehearsals now for about 5 Wednesdays here at St. Demetrius in the church hall.
This is for Sluzhba or for the Molebin and the concert too?
This is for the Sluzhba and for the concert as well, Ron. And so we're very fortunate to have with us Nestor Olenek, who composed the music for the liturgy, and it's his folk liturgy. It's been sung for about, 25 years, 1984. Longer, whatever the math is on that.
Have you ever directed it? Have you ever conducted it?
Oh yeah, yeah, and it's beautiful, and we're the choir is sounding phenomenal, and I invite everybody who are hearing this for the first time, come on down Wednesday night. I'm still accepting new members. And if you love to sing and you haven't sung for a while, please come on down.
So how many members are you sitting with now?
We're probably in the 40 range right now, and then with everybody coming in from out of town, probably be around 60 people in the choir. And then for the concert portion, we'll be singing with the banduriste that Maestro Ron DeMeda is organizing as well. We're going to have, I believe, 25 to 30 banduriste. And in addition to what Father Walter was mentioning in the program, we're going to wrap up the program with the combined choir and the combined banduriste with 3 pieces. Two of the first pieces we're going to be performing are Dostoyno by Leontovich of Shtedrik fame that everybody knows about, and that'll be sung with the banduras. And the second piece will be Bortnyansky's Cheruvimska number 7 in D major. And the final piece,
D major,
very important, especially for banduras. The bandura players understand.
They need sharps.
Oh yeah. And then finally, we're going to be. It'll be the inaugural concert of Nestor Olenek's piece that he wrote, especially in honor of the Ukrainian pioneers that started our church, and it's called "Sto Lítya Sviatkujemo," and that'll wrap up the concert. So I'm really excited about that, and I hope that you can come.
Where does the accordion solo come in all of this? Yeah, see, again.
I'm just thinking.
As they're leaving the hall.
Yeah, I come
Maybe we'll do Bill Amenemate at the end,
I don't just play Bill Amenemate. Wow, that's exciting.
Yes, it is.
That's very exciting.
Yes, and I know that the banquet tickets are sold out, but it's like the old days. Those of you used to come out to Cave. Where did we eat? We ate under the trees, under the pines there, bring your own picnic baskets, and enjoyed the weather. And that's what I suggest for those of you who or have not thought about coming out and are thinking, oh my goodness, I can't come because there's no food there. Well, just bring your own picnic basket.
So is this in place of, or is this taking the place this year of Family Day?
Yes. This is replacing what we normally celebrate every year.
I wish you all the best. And I think it's very exciting. 100 years, wow. It's not quite 100 years in Toronto, is it?
No, the 20s.
So probably maybe 90s.
1918, if I'm not mistaken. I could be in error, but if I'm not mistaken, the cathedral started about 10 years later, in the late 20s. So the cathedral is celebrating its 90th anniversary.
Wow.
This year. Вони будували, вони підтримували, і покоління пройшло, і ми тепер підтримуємо. They started. It's our responsibility, but it's also responsibility not to support it the way we're supporting it, but it's also responsibility to pass it on to the next generations.
That's maybe the most important.
That's the most important, to take that love for the church that we have, instill it in our children, grandchildren, and all of those new waivers that are coming into Canada. We are all part of this one Christian family, of one loving family. We all have to come and support.
Well, on that note, come and support the 2nd of June, 2nd and 3rd. So the 3rd is the Sunday.
Yeah.
At Kiev, at St. Vladimir's in Oakville. And everything from a sluzhba to a molebin to food, just because there are those that,
and meal.
Yeah, and a gala concert. Make sure you're there. Make sure you're staying Ukrainian, my friends, because that's what we got to do.
God bless.
Stay Ukrainian, my friends. Stay
Sponsored by Ukrainian Credit Union. Believe it or not, it's me, Ron Cahoot, with Stay Ukrainian, my friends. Still needs an accordion.